So I was recently given this, which is Yves Saint Laurent Faux Mascara, and this is the one that's meant to create like a false lash effect. I used to use this all the time when I was at university. Yeah, I know, I don't know how I afforded it on a student budget, but it was my favourite mascara because I loved the fact that it really gave volume and thickened the lashes. But I remember even then it was expensive, and it also used to dry out really quickly, but that still didn't put me off even though it lasted on average like 2 months. I used to still use this. It's my favourite mascara. Now I've recently found a new mascara which I love, which is far cheaper, and it's L'Oreal Voluminous. And what I wanted to see is how they actually compare and do a little bit of an experiment. So I'm going to apply 2 coats of YSL on this eye and 2 coats of L'Oreal Voluminous on this eye, and kind of see which one gives the better result. Okay, we are zoomed in, and I'm going to use the YSL, which the brush is like this. It's very strongly perfumed. As soon as I open it I can smell the perfume on this stuff, but it's okay. The brush is quite densely packed, the bristles are quite tightly packed together, there's a lot of product in here, and I think that's maybe why it works, because it really coats the lashes really thickly. So starting at the root, wiggle and up. Like that. This is, yeah, I like this. That's pretty good, I like that. And just do the lower. So as I said, it's just going to be 2 coats on both. In real life I'd probably do 3 coats, but then that's me. So I'm just going to let that dry for a little bit. So that coat's dried, I'm now going to apply the second coat. So starting at the root and pulling up. That. I always try and get the inner hair, so I sort of angle the brush at a corner and then just pull it up. And I tend to always catch a little bit of skin here, but that's fine because I can just sort of pick it off. And then really concentrate on the outer corners, dragging the brush through, because I really want my eye to be sort of elongated by the lashes. And then just a little bit on the lower again, very lightly dabbing it, and there you go. So that is 2 coats of Yves Saint Laurent Faux. I think it's okay. I'm pretty impressed. There is certainly volume there, the lashes are separated, they haven't clumped together, so all in all pretty good mascara so far, but we'll compare it with the Voluminous. I really like this. This is the carbon black version, by the way, but the brush is like this. So it's slightly different than the Yves Saint Laurent brush, it's slightly shorter, but the bristles are quite tightly packed together, but not as packed together as the Yves Saint Laurent version. So I'm just going to basically do the same, start at the root and pull through, like that. Because it's a shorter brush, it doesn't cover as much lash space as the Yves Saint Laurent does, which almost in one swoop like covered everything and worked with everything. So with this you kind of got to just do it in 2 sections. Okay. And then the lower lashes. Get a bit of hair stuck in the way, it's always good. That's 1 coat of the Voluminous. I'm just at this stage comparing them both. I think I'm just looking in a mirror down to try and assess this. They're very, very similar, and they're giving exactly the same effect. They're giving volume, but they're also separating the lashes as well. We'll just do the second coat. Okay, and then again at the outer corner, elongating, so dragging it through. Okay, and then on the lower. I kind of don't really need any more. So this is both Yves Saint Laurent L'Oreal Voluminous, and I think they compare quite well. And I would almost say there's nothing in this. They both give exactly the same effect. I don't think there's any difference. It would be interesting to see how they compare during the day, but for now I'm just doing a comparison between how they actually apply and the effect that they initially give your eyelashes, and I would say they're almost exactly the same. So I've just spent a couple of hours walking around the house doing nothing. I'm wearing both of these mascaras just to see which one maybe is flaking or the curls drooped or something like that, and they're both working really well. I haven't had any sort of drooping of the lashes, which sometimes happens when the formulation is quite heavy. Nothing like that, and they both perform really well. There's no flaking, nothing. So they're kind of very much an equal mascara. Obviously over a period of 12 hours that might change, but I thought it was interesting to note that they're both performing in exactly the same way. There's been no clogging, no clumping, it's just been all about volume, extending the lashes, and just creating a really pretty effect. So I have to say both of these are great, but this one is definitely the winner, and it's purely because of the price factor. Obviously with this in the UK we pay maybe £8 for this, which is still pretty expensive, but we pay maybe £8, whereas this is like a £19 mascara. So there's a significant difference in price between the two, and yet there's no difference in performance, in my opinion, between them. So with that in mind, and credit crunch and all those kind of considerations, I would definitely recommend this one. It's a brilliant all-round mascara for just lengthening the lashes, creating volume, and it performs really well, and it performs in the same way as a more expensive product does. So I would definitely say L'Oreal Voluminous. I should say I do have decent lashes, and it's largely at the moment because I'm using Lilash, which I'll do a bigger review on, but this is an eyelash stimulator, and I've noticed dramatic things happening in the last couple of weeks for this. Previously I thought Enormous Lash was like the best product out there. I actually think this one is kind of much better because I've noticed like real dramatic lengthening, curling, everything. So I'll do a review on this later, but maybe, yeah, Lilash and Voluminous is the perfect combination. Thanks for watching everyone, and I'll see you soon. Bye.